The former BOJ executive tells Bloomberg that the central bank doesn't tweak, it wouldn't make any sense. Let's get to our MLive team in Asia. It is Mark Cranfield. So, Mark, I mean, the momentum in this yen is being driven how much by dollar weakness and how much by the presumption that there will be something of substance shifting in yield curve control? Is the inflation narrative enough in Japan to warrant a discussion about changing the yield curve control?
Yeah, there's a bit of both going on here. We've had a report just before the markets opened in Tokyo today. There was a local media report in Japan that got everybody very excited because it said that the BOJ would change their inflation forecast to above 2% when they meet at the end of this month. And this is the threshold they've been talking about for some time. The area they wanted to see sustained 2% inflation before they would be ready to make any policy changes. So, of course, the market's got into overdrive, expecting that this will now translate into something happening. Plus, as you mentioned, we had a previous Bank of Japan executive talking about a need for a change in tweaking policy. And we've also seen evidence in the yield curve this week where there's been a lot of trader talk that if they do make a tweak to yield curve control, they will shift the pivot point to the 5-year sector from the 10-year sector. And we've seen a lot of curve steepening in exactly that way, where the 5-year is fairly anchored and the 10-year yields have been rising. So that is a sign that traders are putting their money where their mouth is. And as you say, the yen's having a great week and Japanese bonds are selling off pretty hard. So there's a lot of smoke. Maybe there is no fire, but if there's no fire, we're going to have 2 more weeks of very busy trading because people are convinced that something is going to happen on the 28th of July.